Read then, lads and lasses, how we're doing, and welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. In today's daily news video, we have one bit of transfer news. Normally on the daily news videos we'll have about 2, 3, 4 of transfer news or any sort of news to get through on the YouTube videos, but trust me, it's one for a reason. Not only is this absolutely massive news regarding Newcastle United, but we could genuinely get the bargain of the century. I'm just going to say it right now. It's been reported by Sport Witness. You may never heard of that source before, but trust me, they actually do get some very good bits of information regarding transfer news that Newcastle United may be able to bag Federico Chiesa for 20 million euros, and of course his club Juventus are hoping that Newcastle United make a lunge on this deal, basically wanting Newcastle United to not only enter the race for Federico Chiesa, but want us to actually step up our game and make an offer of 20 million euros. Absolute bargain in my eyes. So of course we will revisit my opinion on the Federico Chiesa situation. 20 million euros in today's day and age, it's absolute peanuts. So without further ado, of course, as always, we will take a look at the news first. So if you do enjoy the video, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you are new for all Newcastle United content, and let me know down below, would you take Federico Chiesa for 20 million euros? That's 17 million pounds, by the way. Lewis Hall, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Lewis Hall, one of my favourite players at Newcastle, but Lewis Hall nearly cost £10 million more. Well, actually, he did cost £10 million more. Without further ado, let's get into it. Right, I'm not gonna lie, lads and lasses, there's absolutely no messing about here. When we're talking about Italian footballers, you all know how much I love Sandro Tonali, and by the way, if you noticed in the last video, that's exactly what I did change for the other Sandro Tonali shirt, yet again showing how much I love Italians, links us perfectly on to what Sport Witness have reported as of this morning. Italian giants Juventus are hoping that Newcastle United make a lunge on the Federico Chiesa deal, as the 26-year-old has 1 year left on his contract, and Juventus will allow him to leave for, in my opinion, as little as 20 million euros. By the way, it's also been said in the same article that that 20 million euros price tag could go even lower in the coming weeks. Of course, as time goes on, his contract will go down when it gets to the January transfer window. If Chiesa's performing for them, they're not going to want to lose a star player, even though having 6 months left, it'll be very hard for them. So Juventus and Chiesa have kind of worked it out. They want to part ways in this summer transfer window. Certainly suits Newcastle United. Now, I must say, I probably have the same point of view as you. If you don't want Chiesa, of course, let me know down below. There's absolutely no problem with that. But in my eyes, 20 million euros is an absolute steal. Yet again, it's 17 million pounds for Chiesa, although he certainly did not have the best season, especially by his own standards, for Juventus last season. He still managed to score 10 goals, and although a poor injury record, which might be putting some people off, especially with supporting Newcastle United and our luck with injuries, he has proved recently that he can stay fit for Juventus. He only missed 5 games through injury last season, and previously he's actually missed 45 games just through one injury while being at Juventus. But don't you worry, it's not my little bit of Italian bias or especially that price tag to why I want Federico Chiesa, what he's done in his career, although still having a very rocky start and a very rocky career, shall we say, at Juventus. Let's just take a look what he's done in his career. He's played 13 times in the Champions League for Juventus, scored 6 goals and got 2 assists. You don't need to do the maths too well to know that's just about a goal every 2 games. In the Italian Cup for both Fiorentina and Juventus, he's made 23 appearances and scored 11 goals with 3 assists. Yet again, just about a goal every 2 games for a winger as well. That's not too bad whatsoever. But of course, the main one that you all want to know, how well did he do in the league, especially for Juventus? Well, in the Serie A, the top flight of Italian football, Federico Chiesa made 98 appearances, and in them 98 appearances, he scored 21 goals and 19 assists. I can't lie, that may not sound too good whatsoever, but I seriously can back Chiesa up here. Juventus's former manager, Allegri, when Chiesa was playing for Allegri, he did not fit in that formation, he did not fit in that style of football whatsoever. It was not tailor-made for Chiesa, just to say the least. He had a horrible time over there, a torrid time, so to speak. He was being played as a striker, as we all pretty pretty much know, Chiesa's predominant and certainly preferred position is on that right hand side, although he can play on the left, he can play as a striker, very versatile player, yet again suiting Newcastle United, but we all know he's more predominant on the right hand side. That's where he's had his best moments for Italy, winning that European trophy, which it's another reason why I want him. He's a serial winner, he's won 2 Italian Cups with Juventus, a Super Cup in the Italian League as well, and of course he's a European champion. All I'm hearing is trophies, winners. I want him at Newcastle United, and for £17 million as well, I'm having him every day of the week, lads. I'm sorry, I'm having him every day of the week. And also, you might know that Eddie Howe did make it quite clear that not only him, but people above him like Paul Mitchell, he actually wasn't there at the time, but Paul Mitchell now, and other people very high at the club, made it clear that they wanted a young, versatile forward. Now, Federico Chiesa isn't exactly young, so to speak. He's 26 years old, just about entering his prime. Not too young, but not too old, just about the right age for a footballer. Yet again, he can play on the right, and he can play on the left, and he can play as a striker, which, in my opinion, like I said in the last video, last season, we were left many times with just Callum Wilson or just Alexander Isak, and both of them were injured at one point, playing Anthony Gordon up front. We all know we want Anthony Gordon on the left. Chiesa, if he had to fill in at striker, he wouldn't do a terrible job. He'd do a better job than Gordon at striker. That's all I'm saying. I love Gordon, but he's not very useful at striker. He's not got that exact, towering striker presence like Isak and Callum Wilson do. But Chiesa, for every single reason, £17 million. Not only would he fit in with Sandro Tonali very well as well, given that little Italian link, very versatile. I'd absolutely love him at Newcastle. He's won trophies, and I think he could bring us to that next level. Honestly, what a bargain this could be. And by the way, just to quickly end the video on this, I didn't think I'd ever be speaking about watches on the Geordie Josh channel, but if you take a look, as we all know, the Newcastle United squad are currently at the Adidas headquarters over in Germany. Just take a look at this photo of Sandro Tonali. You don't notice anything different, do you? Probably apart from that guy's hairline in the back. Wow, he needs to let that go. But on to Sandro Tonali. Do you see that watch right there? That's a Richard Mille watch worth £450,000. These footballers get paid an unimaginable amount of money. Honestly, £450,000 for a watch. I'll be surprised if I ever make that much money in my life. Jesus Christ. Anyways, look, he's Sandro Tonali. He deserves it, and he's going to have a fantastic season for Newcastle United next season. Fingers crossed, so can Federico Chiesa. But there we have it, lads and lasses. If you do enjoy the video, hit the thumbs up button, and of course, let me know down below, would you like to see Federico Chiesa at Newcastle United? Yet again, you'd be paying £17 million, and if no one makes a bid, that could go down even further as time goes on, and his contract certainly comes close to expiry. If you did enjoy the video, hit the subscribe button. I don't know why I've just done that for a thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button for all Newcastle United content, and put that notification bell on if you haven't already, to be early for every Geordie Josh upload. Without further ado, I've been Geordie Josh. Go and enjoy your day, people.